Hi, everyone.
Hey everybody, welcome
Good
to
luck on you,
TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Ho ho, 'tis the season. Hey, where'd I go?
No, it's not.
There I am. Hey, welcome to a surprise. We weren't planning on doing a show today because we had to travel to the other side of the state, but kind of the weather was not very cooperative. So we decided we best stay home. Also, besides that, it's the thing about Michigan, you'd think we'd be used to this kind of weather, but people drive like crazy people and there's many accidents and we didn't want to take a chance.
Well, actually, as Novembers go, this one is colder than normal.
Oh, my
we start
goodness.
getting cool in November, but this is at least 20 degrees cooler than normal, maybe even a little more.
The wind chill is making it feel like it's 13 degrees out there. With our old
Yeah.
cars, possible tricky road conditions depending on, where your travel route. We just decided best of it.
Right, there was maybe one or two other factors.
So we're here for
We're
you
here.
to give
Happy
you
hour.
a happy message. So I'm going to start with the good tarot here. By Colette Baron Reed for the collective.
Yeah, you're in
Oh,
Indiana. You probably
yeah.
got it too then, Andrea. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if you got a little bit more snow than us too. It's fairly light, but black ice, all that good stuff, no.
Are you more in the north of Indiana? But yeah, when we drive out there, we're literally like about a half an hour from passing into Indiana. That's how close they are to that border.
Oh, you mean those guys? Yeah.
No, us. When
Oh,
we go out
us.
to Hartford, we are nearly in
Oh.
Indiana.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Lafayette. And I don't know if that's northern or not. You'll have to tell me. I don't remember.
Oops. I mean, I know Lafayette, but I don't know where it is. Yeah.
I know where Fort Wayne is, and I know where Indianapolis is.
Right. We've traveled to Indianapolis more than a few times.
Many times, yes,
Yeah.
a number of times.
What you got
And
for
there you
us?
go, 7 of Wands.
Ooh, 7 of Wands.
Hi, Kara.
Hey, Kara, surprise. Here
That
we
sounds right, actually, now that you mention it, Andrea. Hold on a minute. I wasn't so sure about the north, but I do believe it's more on the western end of Indiana. So that sounds right. Thanks.
7 of
Morning,
fire.
Kara. I know it's morning for you.
Well, we, like I said, we didn't want to travel in the weather today. We've made a executive decision to stay home. So 7 of fire, 7 of wands is your personal best, going the distance, perseverance, and nonconformity.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm unstoppable. My passion pushes obstacles aside as I engage in sustained effort. I know how to bend, but I don't compromise on what's most important to me. If others aren't happy with the course I'm on, I don't have to let their concerns affect me. I release the temptation to resist challenges, and I trust that I can make things happen as I live life on my own terms. Inspired solutions present themselves.
Well, that unique unicorn kind of feel there. I haven't always really felt that from the traditional 7 of Wands, but it is really kind of like a no-brainer because it's always the card of somebody who's on their own against whatever else.
Against the odds.
And so it's against the odds, but it does promote that idea of being on your own and maybe unique or in your own set of circumstances. So, hey.
This is about being yourself and standing up for that self you're being, and not allowing people to say, you must do this, you must do that. I mean, how would creativity and artistry happen if everybody always followed the rules? or
colored in the lines.
or followed each other. In other words, no creativity, no spontaneity, nothing that deviates from the norm.
It's happy hour and I feel a song coming on.
Oh no!
I don't have to prove that I'm creative. And I haven't.
Well.
And that was, of course, David Byrne and the Talking Heads for Artists.
All right there, Mr. O. We'll get Kara on the list on that note.
Ah.
All right. And that's it for now. Well, it might be low. I mean, it might be a low turnout because people were expecting us to take the day off. So, but it didn't happen.
Well, I did try to throw that out there, so we'll see.
Yeah, I threw out some promos too, so.
All right, so we are up with Andrea. Happy hour.
And we got the lights here. Mr. O will start us off. Whoopsie. That's what we have for the Seven of Fires.
For the day.
Don't be afraid to be you. All right. I left my coffee downstairs.
It is a tragedy.
That's okay. I have cough drops, not coffee.
Andrea, you have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles tells you that today and for this week, the happy message is to go along with the balance that you've been working on. And that maybe you feel like, just like that unicorn on the Seven of Wands, in the center of your world. And so you're also the center of gravity in a sense too, today too. Holding on to and keeping the various contrary or complementary forces exactly where you need them, moving around you so that they are there to handle personally if you need be.
Well, Andrea, I think the message here is this week might be a little hectic for you. Might be a little bit of stress or just a lot of hustle and bustle. And so I think here this is saying you've got this. Spirit is saying you've got this. You'll be able to manage this. You'll be able to find your flow, to find your balance in this week ahead. It might be a little bit stressful. I know there's some astrological stuff going on in the next week, so a number of things towards week's end, but you'll be able to maintain and hold your own, and some weeks that's the best we can hope for. I think it's positive in that everything should flow because you will be able to maintain control despite whatever the universe decides to throw at you. So good luck with that.
All right.
And we're going to be on Lena.
I did not leave my coffee somewhere else.
Yeah, lucky man. That's
but
okay.
I'm down to the last third of it.
I also saw that you made more.
A very small amount. I hope you noticed that too.
I did not see where it ended up.
Of course.
Well, I came up by then.
I made the smallest amount that I've made in a long time.
Oh. So that must mean it's just for you.
Well, let's face it, you're bound to just leave it somewhere and forget about it.
I know. It's terrible. Terrible.
I forgive you. But I shouldn't. But it's happy hour, so I will. All right, Lena, here is your happy hour message. Nice.
It's the King of Wands. Nice card. Well, King of Wands is about, this is showing, I don't know, if I'm so into my football these days and the Detroit Lions, and so I hate to say it, but the word grit comes to mind. when I see this. And they talk about grit a lot. The football team, they talk about hanging in there. They talk about persevering. Again, no matter what the universe or astrology throws at us, Mercury retrograde and all, just to go out there, just to be confident that you can tackle your business this week, whatever people want you to do, you're going to be on top of it. You may be able to show some leadership ability as you move through the week ahead. Spirit is saying, just let people see, that you are up for any challenges that may come your way.
Well, there's a strong Leo presence here on the card, and whether or not you are a Leo, Lena, I think this card is talking to a mundane idea too. What are lions known for? That glorious mane. And I'm wondering if this is saying, treat yourself to something special this week, perhaps. Do something for your hair. Maybe go to a nice place and have your hair done. Or do something to magnify the effects of your personal being, whether it is appearance or behavior, persona, personality. The sign of Leo is literally one of the most gracious signs, exemplifying, so many standards of beauty as well as leadership. So, go with that.
Wow, I never would have looked at the king that way, but that's awesome, and I can't argue with that.
Well, the idea behind, the wands and the powerhouse of wands, I think, is sort of a sense of an attractiveness, an allure. We see that with the ace of wands and maybe with the queen of wands, too. So why not for the king?
Well, and I do also want to remind you at this point that attraction is not just skin deep. So, it's how you convey yourself, how you present yourself to others, in what you say and how you handle whatever's thrown your way. This makes a huge impression on others as well.
Alrighty.
So that's what we have for you. Keep your head up high and just get through this week. I don't see anything going wrong. It's just saying, you're ready. You're ready to just take charge of the week ahead. Good luck with that, Lena. And now we're on Preeti.
Hi, Preeti.
Oops, shouldn't do that.
Oh.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't see anything else. I saw you looking too. I saw it. Those are my cards after all.
Don't worry. Just slap me.
Oh, an invitation! An invitation to slap Mr. O.
Because then I can slap you back.
Oh, well, that's no fun. That is
Alrighty, Preeti.
Oh, wow,
Dang.
it's a repeat card. How do you do that?
I don't
And
know.
you pulled this one before, too.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
So you two have the Two of Pentacles today. And I think, the meaning is probably not exactly the same. This could be saying that, there are contrasting values in your life right now that you do need to work on, that maybe you have situations going on that maybe encompass two different kind of directions. I won't say extremes because not everything has to be about the extreme, but maybe something that really sort of pulls in one way and something that pulls in the other way. And so the happy hour message is both of these things are important. No matter how busy or complicated your life can seem right now, Preeti, you have to pay attention to everything that's going on. It's very important at this time because results can happen from how you manage those situations. So I think this is a really good card saying you're on top of things, even though you may have some issues that, really are needing more of your attention.
It is a similar message in a lot of ways, Preeti, to the other card. And it's interesting to me that this has come up now, we've had 3 readings. This came up twice. We have the King of of Wands. And it just kind of indicates to me that this might be, for a number of us, a more smoother flowing week than we think. Even though there might be some things that rise up. I feel here this might be a week of preparation for you, Preeti. When I see this card also sometimes, I think of pulling everything together. And it's like what Mr. O said. Some things may not totally fit, but, you can make them fit. And so this is just about pulling everything together this week, maybe preparing some of, maybe not you, but a lot of people, for example, are preparing for the holidays, and they may be gift buying, they may be doing stuff, they may be putting up decorations. So they're preparing for, the holiday ahead. So what are you preparing for? You could pull things together this week, whether it's thoughts and action that you need to kind of bring together, whether it's, a positive mindset and then following it up with, appropriate action. You just got to pull it all together this week, and that's all. It's a good card. It's saying prepare and be ready for what's coming. Good luck with that. All right, and we're on Libra.
Hey, Libra.
Hi, Libra. Well, some decks work better on this than others.
You're welcome.
All right. One more.
And don't forget to watch Banshee tomorrow morning. We'll be in the chat room live from 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to go over the reading as well as share more.
Well, the good news is it's our card of the day today, for today, but it was reversed. And of course, in Happy Hour, you get it upright.
Six of
so
Wands.
Libra, the Six of Wands. That's just an awesome card for Happy Hour. It's a victory. It's recognition. It's people looking at something you're doing or did and saying, wow, that's really awesome. Congratulations. We support you on this. It seems like for whatever action or maneuver you're doing this week, people will notice and say, great job. You did the right thing. We support you.
This is definitely a card of being recognized. You are stepping into the winner's circle, whether it's a big circle or a small circle. And it is something that maybe people are acknowledging you did, even if it is not in your own mind a tremendously awesome, great thing. It may just be a smaller accomplishment, something that you got to work out, but you really needed it to. And for that, you should definitely take that bow. There is no vacuum here, Libra. Even if it's only just a couple of people, you are being noticed for what you did. And it's an important thing that really you're going to find maybe in the weeks ahead will really move with you and still give you a sense of encouragement and confidence. The wands are always about finding your level of confidence and bravery. So go with this feeling and realize that everything is a small step forward sometimes, but then you get to that place that you're going. All right.
Well, I wonder how many wands we're going to get in this reading.
Ooh, just like...
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Our cards of the day for next week are not happy ones. They're not horrible ones, but they're all reversed. We have never had this happen before.
Right.
We do them up right here.
We normally do pull the cards for the following week, today or maybe on Fridays. And then we just write them up as we will, usually at least by the night before, the afternoon before.
They're all reversed, and there were a good amount of wands for some reason.
5 out of 7?
4 out of 7, 5 out of 7,
or 5
something
out of
like
7.
that. Yeah. So it's pretty
unique,
crazy,
different.
but definitely different. And we're using a different deck this week, one of Mr. O's, and I have that too. I
Well,
have that
from a
deck.
sense of it being the wands for most cards, wands have to deal with things that are involving networking or, matters of bravery or confidence of trying to rise ahead. So it's very interesting.
So that's what we have, Libra. It's a good card.
luck.
It's a great card. Good luck with that. It could be because of a lot of the astrological action. Some things
Yeah, we
are
wondered
going
about that
on.
when we were pulling them. So
There's a
maybe.
new moon Sunday. There's movement of some of the planets
And
during
there's
the week.
Mercury retrograde. Hi,
Yeah.
Holly.
Right.
How are ya?
Oh, hey.
Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Holly. We can throw a positive card for you today. Let me get that out there. I will update the list. We got a short list today because we really weren't supposed to be here, and we told everybody that, and then here we are. So, but we didn't want to travel in this weather. It's very cold. We have old cars.
We have old bones. We get
We have
cold.
We have old bones. If we broke down and there's wind chills of the...
My internal thermostat is kind of fritzy.
So is our home thermostat.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. I hope we can give you a much happier message. That's what we're here for.
Oh, apology. We're only doing a happy single card message today. If you have any questions, do come to our live show tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be able to answer some questions for you or look at the time ahead if you just want a general reading. But this is a positive message to uplift you for the week ahead. I hope we'll have a good one for you, Holly. All right.
All right, so we are on Sayama, and here is your happy hour card. And we
Nice.
are challenged by...
No, we're not.
Well, okay, you're right. I mean, the Six of Swords does have a sense of maybe a little bit of seriousness there. I won't say sadness,
Yeah.
but somebody who realizes that they are moving. They are moving on. It's a card of movement. They are moving away from whatever it was that troubled them or made them sad. And they're moving forward knowing that it's got to be better.
Well, you know what? Who are we on again? I'm sorry, I lost it. Siama. This card is definitely about moving away from situations that maybe weren't that healthy. And that could be anything from, a bad diet, bad habits, people who oppress or hold you back in some way, people who were not good for you, or conditions or situations like a negative workplace and stuff like that. But what it can say too when it stands alone is that you are just moving towards better days. You're moving towards better times. You've made a conscious decision to let go of something or things in your life that may restrict you or have been bad for you. And so to me, this card is a really good message of a journey away from things from things that hold you back. I guess I can't say it any other way. And things that just really, you're better off letting go. Sometimes people like to stay where they are. They're afraid and fearful of taking that step, of moving away from something that they're used to, even though it's bad for them. This card says you're courageous enough to make that journey, and it will get better. Things will improve.
All right, and Angel has joined us, Angel Rivera, and questions why we are here.
Oh, did you get the memo, Angel?
Yes, we are with wind chill factors. It supposedly is about 13 degrees, Angel Rivera. And you're welcome, Siama. And in addition to the driving out there in the cold, there's a little bit of a car issue. It's not a major car issue, but the car isn't built for staying warm. I'll be honest.
Our cars are old. Our cars are old. And, people, this is the first week of snow
13.
in Michigan. And all I can tell you is, like everywhere else in probably most places in the U.S., that first week of black ice, snow, and stuff like that.
Nobody knows how to drive.
People drive like crazy people.
People drive like a...
Many accidents. So we just decided we didn't want to take a chance. And it's a 3-hour drive.
Well, it's not quite a 3-hour drive. It's about 2.5.
It's close enough.
There was also an issue with our device to take cards, and we weren't confident that it was going to work well, and we didn't want to tell everybody cash only. So we just figured, it was better for us to not go.
All right.
They do, Angel. I know.
Yeah.
The last time I totaled my car, one of 3 times,
was very light snow
was on
like
a
this.
bad ice. Yeah, and it was a bit, but there was a lot of the black ice.
Time out. It was also a Thanksgiving weekend.
It was a Saturday.
It was a Saturday after Thanksgiving, and Mr. O, he
was scheduled to work.
He was scheduled to work in Southfield, so that's
Right.
a drive for him.
So that's about a 26-mile drive from here.
He spun out on black ice and hit the side.
The median.
Bye-bye car.
Totaled.
Yeah.
Totaled. And then also, maybe it was Mercury retrograde too, I didn't have my cell phone. I left the house without my cell phone, so I couldn't call work. I couldn't call Banshee. And so I just started walking towards a phone, and I found one after however long. Yeah, it was a real funny afternoon.
And you know what?
Morning and afternoon.
I didn't even think about that anniversary being this Saturday.
I didn't either.
It might be really fortuitous we made this decision not to go.
You might be off because I actually think it was in early December.
No, I remember it well because it was the first snow and it was in November. But it was very light like this and mostly kind of slick and icy.
I've been in 3 totals for the record, and she was in one of them, which had an interaction for her neck, the C4 areas. She suffered some whiplash and had to go through therapy for about a year or so. All my totals are usually because somebody else hits me or something that's I can't avoid, but not me hitting another car.
All right.
So anyways, we're back to working for y'all, and we're on Kara.
That's right.
Enough about us, more about you.
Well, Kara, you have another nice card here. I like it. At happy hour, at any rate, there's definitely a good happy spin to this one. It's not all about being ill, but it's like what we're doing today. We're hibernating.
Cocooning.
It's the 4 of Swords. And I think here, when weather's bad or, it's cold or you're just not feeling yourself, Spirit says, why not just take it easy? Why not just pull back, relax, rest as much as you need to? What did we do? We almost took a 2-hour nap yesterday after our strenuous workout with the trainer.
It was about 2 hours. We had a bite to eat. We came home, and then poof.
No energy. So when
I bet you're cold, Holly. Oh my goodness.
Oh, so when you're Minnesota, gosh, yes.
You are colder than us, probably.
So, this is a perfect time to just take it easy. And Spirit says this week, everybody's so, now that, hey, there's Cyber Monday. If you got to do any shopping, shop from home. But the bottom line to me is, and I don't really participate in that, but the bottom line to me is that you should just take a load off, Kara. This is time for you to rest and relax and take it slow.
The 4 of Swords, I love the card in most of its standard images, but this one really takes to the idea more about rest for yourself. A lot of times the other version of it could mean a number of things, and of course, knowing us, we're not going to necessarily hold back and say, well, it doesn't really mean that. No, sometimes it means exactly what it looks like, what it makes you feel. And this makes me feel like you need to be somewhere where you are warm and comforted, at least for today or maybe for this next week. You need somewhere that nurtures you and that maybe where you feel your kin, what is kin to you.
Right.
So go for it.
Totally agree. Totally agree. So what we got for you, Kara? You've been getting, some cards lately, I think, that talk about taking it more easy and not, being too intense about projects, goals, what you shouldn't be doing. So take advantage. Take advantage of this energy. This time of year is a time we should all naturally try to decompress a little bit. Fortunately, with the holidays and the frenzy. Oh, hi there, G.
We can add you.
We'll add you. It gets so hectic. It really goes against the seasonal nature of things. You know what I mean?
Yes. Before Holly's reading, I wanted to say something to Angel Rivera. I was looking at the Llewellyn site just yesterday because somebody mentioned tarot on Instagram, the Nova Witch Tarot, and I looked at it and it kind of appealed to me, but I don't know if you saw it, so I'm looking for other people who may have seen it to tell me what they think about it. I was telling her yesterday that I didn't think it was indispensable, but, well, Angel Rivera, you of all people know how we are when it comes to new decks.
Well, Mr. Rivera, I've already made some Llewellyn purchases. Shouldn't be a surprise. I don't remember. I'm getting something kind of cutesy from them, but I bought something for Mr. O there. I don't know if you saw it, but I'm getting him something that certainly fits his dark heart.
The Nova Witch called to me, but not in a bright, flashy way. It seemed to be a little more staid, but I didn't really get a good sense of all the images. So, hey, Jarima, hope you're doing good today.
I also bought a few things from Hay House because they have crazy cheap decks sometimes, and boy, their sale was pretty good. So I got a few things there, one of which might be going to Mr. O or will be a shared deck.
All right, Holly.
Which usually means it goes to Mr. O.
Hi, Holly. Here is your
Another
happy
4.
hour card. It's the 4 of Pentacles.
Another 4.
It's another 4. And I like this particular image for the 4 of Pentacles. It goes a little bit more nuanced than the typical 4. To me, this card is saying, be good unto yourself. Keep within yourself those things that you know are yours, that nurture and protect you. A lot of this is about how you feel, extending yourself outwards. And it could be a judgment call. You may feel like pushing yourself a little bit more out there. And of course, you mentioned, the date that didn't work out, but also do that with a sense of your own personhood and your own sense of self, that some things you can be more free to give, but some things you may want to wait until the time feels better for that.
This is one of those cards of well, Holly, let me put it this way. I feel here, number one, that one of the messages I get for happy hour is that you need to protect what's most important and valuable to you. If that's, for example, in the case of a squash date, integrity. If that's your heart, you need to protect. If that's your resources, you need to protect. This is a time to value what's yours, and not worry about what's going on with others right now. You don't want to forget about others, but the bottom line is sometimes we do need to put our own needs and our own care first. And so she's holding tightly to this purse here, but she is looking outward, and she realizes that there's a time where she'll be able to share, she'll be able to give of herself to others. But right now, it may be more important to hold back and take care of what's most important for you. And I think right now that is, your heart, your integrity, and how you're feeling after what you just went through. So hold tight.
I like what you said there. Traditionally, this card isn't necessarily about that. It may be the opposite, about more holding back. But we nuance it a little differently because it speaks to us that way.
Oh, I think it could be that. I think
Yeah.
it could be. There's nothing unhappy about that. We try to keep it light at a happy hour. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, it's not a matter of being selfish. It's
No.
a matter of being smart. Because if you give too much of yourself, yes, you could suffer. So right now, this is just saying, take care of you. Take care of your needs first. Put your material possessions, and that's another thing too. It could be telling you right now, this is a time for you to just enjoy what you have. Don't look at what you missed out on, that date, etc. Enjoy what you have. That's the important thing to focus on, I think, for the week ahead.
Good luck.
Good luck with that.
And hope to see you again.
All right. And thanks for stopping in. We love our happy hour show. Except when Mr. O sings too much.
What's a good song by the Hollies?
I don't know.
Bus stop. She's there asking, please share my umbrella. Okay.
Please.
That's a very old song by the Hollies.
Well, and if you didn't recognize it because of his singing, I can't say I blame you. Anyway.
All that summer we enjoyed it.
All right, Mr. Rivera, it's your turn.
I ain't sure. If I could mic everybody else, we could do a chorus. We could all sing together. Maybe not a good idea. I don't know.
So anyway, Angel,
You're
I got
welcome.
Mr. O something called the Incubus Tarot that they had there on Llewellyn. He knows already. I've talked to him
Shuffle the
about
cards
it.
and see what pops up.
And the possible shared deck from... Well, I also got the Forest Felines Tarot for me, of course. And on Hay House, one of the things I got is called the Storyteller's Tarot.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Which may be a shared deck. We'll see. Maybe.
Did you? I see. Okay. It looks pretty
Dark.
dark, like I would like, of course.
Well, Mr. Rivera, your luck is about to change.
Look at that.
Woohoo!
The Wheel of Fortune.
It's the wheel.
No, it's the world. Oh, it's the wheel.
It's the wheel,
It's the wheel.
of fortune. Well, look at that perfect balance there between light and dark as you stand on top. But that's the part. That's the point. Everything seems to be stable. Everything seems to be going your way. But as we know, these things can change. These things are always shift and change. It's a cycle. Things might be on the upswing for you just a little bit in some area of your life in the week ahead. Hey, play that lottery. Now, I doubt you're a lottery player, but I don't know. But do something that maybe has a little bit of a risk attached. Go out on a limb. Take a chance. It's got a little bit of a fool-like quality in it, but what it is saying is that fate is on your side in whatever you do.
Well, there's 2 or maybe 3 cards where the figure sort of has that stance, creating the triangle by the way they hook their leg. And I wonder if that's just a callback to those other ideas that, you can be on top of the world with ego balanced. That's the message, I think, from the Hangman, and maybe a little bit with that page that does that. So the idea is that balance also requires ego as well as physical balance, other things. It's really important for you to understand that when you are moving to the cycle of luck or good things happening to you, to maintain that proper consideration from your ego point of view, to not get overly carried away and say, like, now everything's going to be fine. To have everything in a measured sense of expectations and worthiness.
It's a great card, and luck comes in many forms, and it's about timing too, and things just clicking, synchronicities. There may be some things when you look back at this next week ahead where you say, wow, I just happened to be at the right place at the right time, or just put this message out at the right time. It just seems like things will click. So, good luck with that.
All right,
Good
Angel.
luck. Okay. All right,
and so now we're on Garima. Hi, Garima.
We're on Garima. All right. All right, that's
You're welcome, Angel.
list. Hey, you're very welcome. Always love to pull that card. Your shuffle for Garima.
All right.
And then we'll throw a couple cards for ourselves, of course, and we'll do a namaste blessing for everybody to end the show.
Garima, it's the Six of Cups.
Nice.
And I know that the tenor of many of your questions have been about, feeling good about the friends you have, feeling good about the friends you're trying to cultivate, or the nurturing that goes on in that process. This could be saying, too, that sometimes we have to also remember people from before, maybe the tapestry of our lives, and realize that sometimes some of our best friendships or warm feelings were in the past, and it doesn't mean necessarily that we won't go there again, but use that as an inspiration or as a part of developing yourself to realize that all those times, life was kind to you, and that you felt people were kind to you, and that you felt the sense of a cycle, moving towards something. You can still have that feeling, and you should let it, kind of hang on you too. The idea that you're always looking for what's coming next in the cycle with a sense of kindness and curiosity and maybe some love.
I think this week, it's an interesting emotional card, but there's a lot of different things you can attach to this. There's joy in recognizing how far you maybe have come on a particular journey you're on, or a particular path you're following. Whether it's career, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your family life, you've grown. This is showing, and if you go back and say, wow, a year ago I was here, and now I'm here, we don't really look at that a lot. We don't think about the little steps we have taken to get to where we are. This shows a lot in the way of physical and emotional growth. The child growing with its loyal companion here, and they're both growing together. And so I think here, this talks about the stages and the cycles of life, and taking joy from that, and taking joy from the things that you do and the little steps you have taken to get where you are right now. If you stop and you think about it, sometimes you think, it's not all that. But if you really look at some of the things you have been through and how you've navigated through challenges or the joyful experiences you've had along the way, you will gain a greater perspective.
I like the metaphor of the little steps.
Yeah. The cups are steps. I like that too.
All right.
All right.
So
that's what
thank
we
you,
have
Karina.
for you. Good luck with that. Thanks for stopping in. Well,
unless anyone else shows up, we're going to move on to our own reading for Happy Day. Happy Hour.
happy day.
Happy Day.
Happy hour, happy day, happy week.
And I'm going to remind everybody, we are back tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. And on our live stream shows Sunday and Thursday, we actually do questions for our audience. So save your questions for tomorrow if you have any. We'll be happy to do that from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow.
And we throw more cards. It's not just a single card.
Yes.
But stay tuned. I'm working on getting the lightning what is it called? The lightning round going for December.
I have a new project too, which is I want to integrate my fabulous new deck. I did an unboxing on it a week or two ago, the Midnight Boulevard. And I want to start using it. I'm trying to find a way to use it in Goth Tarot that maybe will highlight it more than in Goth Tarot. I tend to use a lot of different cards. So still working on that idea.
Mr. O.
Oh.
Don't go down that rabbit hole this holiday season.
I'm already there.
I know.
Sorry.
Mr. O gets a little bit blue during the holiday season.
Unconcerned with holidays.
Well, it's not. Well, if you were unconcerned, you wouldn't be depressed or blue, but you are. So I think here what this is saying. What this is saying, no worries. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Banshee is buying less decks this season. And she
that
did
would
them
make me happy.
on sale, and so that would make you happy. And you know the holidays come and go rather quickly. Before you know it, they're gone. So I think here, if you look at the light instead of the dark in the situations that you're dealing with right now, you'll navigate through much better.
You know what that makes me think of?
What?
Well, when I was hard-boiling the eggs this morning, I noticed we had an odd number, and I thought, there's that egg. The one that's going to be the odd number and won't be hard-boiled as a pair.
Well, I wonder how that happened, but you did make scrambled eggs.
Angel, I should delete that before Banshee sees it. Oops, too late.
But buying on sale some fiscal... Yes, that's right. Which is why I made the purchases I did. And but I had to get some things for the home and for my personal self and for the cats this holiday. Things just keep piling up. So I didn't get to spend as much as I want, but I am getting a nice new portable kind of stick vacuum cleaner for quick jobs around here. We really need it. So it does hardwood floors and everything. So we really need it.
Fiscally responsible?
And I need
What's
shoes.
What's that?
So he definitely has his angst about the holidays. But I'm sure I'll get a much happier card, won't I?
Is there a spinach lasagna card?
No.
Making spinach
lasagna
makes me happy.
That's the card. For the holiday season, I want to bring out the pasta taro again.
The possibilities.
Right. The pasta taro. Because I got the Golden Girls out. We got to get the pasta taro out. There was a couple other people-y decks I wanted to bring out, I think. I'm going to be switching
Very
up
well,
decks
Banshee.
for
Here
Sunday's
is
show.
your special happy hour card. What phrase? The possibilities?
Cut things like library funding.
Oh, Banshee,
Yeah.
look at you. You're ready to join a rock band. AC/DC is hiring a new singer, and you fill the bill.
He looks like
you
that
probably
guy.
don't. No. But and I'm getting a little tired of that joke. That joke is pretty old for us.
No, it is. Yes, but that's never stopped you.
But the Seven of Cups for you, Banshee, seems to suggest you have so many ideas, so many talented, creative things you want to do. The AC/DC card. Yes, that's right. That sometimes you feel like maybe you don't know which one to choose.
It's true.
But deep inside, you really do. You always know exactly what your path is, or you have a way of finding your way back to the path if you do stray from it. So this card suggests to me that you are on the verge of another creative explosion of sorts. And as the stream flows, from those ideas, we will receive them.
I do have to write my holiday poems.
Yes. Well, sometimes I help you with that.
It's true. It's true. I may call upon you this year. But, yeah, no, I see that. I've got so many things that are either in process or that I want to do. It's really time to focus on one and get it done, finally. So, I know.
Get to work.
Get to work. Thanks for that, Mr. O.
Yes, I had a feeling that was what you were talking about, Angel, the fiscally responsible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's one of those top 3 lies, maybe 4.
It's fiscally responsible to make cutbacks so that they can give themselves raises. That's the fiscal responsibility they're usually talking. Or to give more to their athletic teams, for example, if we're talking college.
All right, so that's our show. Other than the Namaste blessing, we want to remind you to come back tomorrow for our regular live stream.
And I'll be filming my Material Matters show today, so stay tuned for that tomorrow. It's a video, but we will be live in the chat to chat or discuss the cards more, whatever the case may be. Find out what's going on in your material financial area for the week ahead. All right. Mr. O, I'm going to have you pull one out for the collective. That's weird. I wonder if you'll pull that one. I've seen this card come up twice, but anyway, let's see what you go for. Oh. Nope, but that's okay. What you got? This looks like one I haven't seen in a while.
Put it on the camera.
It's the Namaste blessing itself. How nice is that? It's a pretty card. It's Namaste blessing, and it says, Namaste blessing. The divine in me acknowledges the divine in you. I bow to you and honor your inner light of pure and unconditional love. Eternal peace be with you. Eternal love be with you. Eternal joy be with you through the serendipitous blessing. Wow. Namaste, everybody. Who can say more than that? That's really beautiful. Don't you think? Yeah, namaste. And I hope everybody will have a happy week ahead. Enjoy finally getting away from the Black Friday stuff as the week progresses. Have a great week. Stay happy. And we'll see you same time, I believe.
Tomorrow.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow, but for happy hour, we'll see you same time.
It should be back next week at its normal time. Yep.
At its normal time. Bye-bye for now.
Take care, everyone.